Good morning everyone and welcome back to our channel once again. I hope all these videos wey we dey put out, you dey get time to listen to them and take understand all these different concepts wey we dey study. I hope say this thing dey help you. If you get assignment, if you get exam, you know wetin you go write for that exam or assignment. Today now, we wan discuss organization of life. Wetin be organization of life? Realize say if you look at all the different organisms wey dey alive, they been dey for different stages and level, and e dey important to understand these different stages and levels so that we go understand life as life take be. Now, wetin be these different stages and levels wey organisms take be? The first level na cellular level, and na the smallest level, followed by tissue level. After tissue level, we will come to organ level. After organ level, then we come to system level before the full organism. So that's the way wey life take dey divided, from the smallest unit wey be cellular level to tissue level to organ level to system level and then the major organism. So make we take am one by one dey look say wetin be all these different things. Now, the cellular level or the cell level, we know say we don talk or we don tell ourselves before say cell na the basic unit of life. So e get many organisms wey bin dey exist at that cellular level. That's the whole of their life na all within a single cell. We get different examples such as amoeba, such as paramecium, such as Pidgin. All these things na organisms wey dey exist for that unit of life, that level of cellular level of life. Now, apart from that too, different cells dey inside the body of other organisms. That's other organisms wey we dey refer to as multicellular organisms. Organisms such as human being, lion, goat, sheep. All these organisms dem dey live at a stage wey we dey call multicellular stage. Now, that multicellular stage, if you break am down, e get different cells wey dey inside the body of all these organisms, and these cells dey perform different functions. Example of such cell for the body of organisms na rod and cone cells. Rod and cone cells dey inside the eye of human beings, and these cells e get particular functions wey dey do, and e dey important to know. Even for plants now, plants get xylem and phloem cells. These cells dey for inside the body of plant and e get the function wey dey do. So that one na cellular level of organization of life. If we move from cellular level, the next level wey we go reach na tissue level. So e get some organisms too wey dey live at that level, and wetin we mean be say those organisms dey no dey too specialized. They get some cells wey dey together and they dey live at tissue level. Some organisms like that include organisms such as hydra, such as algae, such as sponges, and such as fungi. These organisms wey I just mentioned for you, dem dey at the tissue level of organization. Now, apart from this tissue level of organization, if we look into plants and animals too, we get wetin we dey call plant tissues and animal tissues. Now, wetin be plant tissues? Maybe wetin be animal tissues? E mean say different cells, some cells fit come together, many different cells, they will come together, come dey perform a particular function. They go dey together, dey perform a particular function, and we go look say, okay, many cells coming together to perform a particular function. We go look at those cells, we go call them tissues. Now, examples of such tissues for plants na things like mesophyll, na things like epidermal cells. All these cells dey for the body of plants, and all these tissues dey for the body of plants, and they na cells wey come together to form epiderm or to form wetin we dey call mesophyll. Now, for animals, e get wetin we dey call bones, e get wetin we dey call blood, and if you look at bones and you look at blood, wetin dem be na wetin we dey call tissues. And why we dey call them tissues na because e get different cells. For bones now, e get wetin we dey call osteocytes. Those na bone cells, and different things like that bin come together. Different cells, they bin come together to make a tissue, and that tissue na wetin we dey refer to as bones. Blood too na tissue, because if you look into blood, blood get many different cells wey come together before we begin dey call am blood. And those cells include red blood cells, include white blood cells, include platelets. All those things come together to form tissues wey we dey call blood. So this one dey important. Now, we don do cellular level, we don do tissue level. The next level wey we go look at na organs. So wetin be organs? Organs na particular structure wey dey made up of many tissues. So if many tissues come together, they will come make particular organs, and those organs e get functions wey these organs dey perform for different organisms. For plants now, organs wey dey for plants include things such as roots, such as flowers, such as shoots, these things such as seeds, these things dey important, and na organs dem be. So there be organs because within them different tissues don come together to perform certain functions, and different cells dey. So you know na like steps of a ladder, and na the way to understand am. So cells dey. If you gather cells together, you go reach tissue level. If you gather tissues together, you go reach organ level. For inside animals, different organs dey. Stomach na organ, mouth na organ, kidney na organ, liver na organ, and all these organs, small intestine, large intestine, all these things na organs dem be, and they get different functions wey dey push out for the animal, for that animal to be able to maintain his life. And e dey very important to understand these organs. Now, if we leave the level of organs, the next level wey we go na the level of systems. E dey very important to understand. So now, as I tell you, the thing na like ladder. We don climb from cells to tissues, from tissues to organs, from organs we come go system. Wetin system be? System na conglomerate, togetherness of many organs. If many organs come together, they go dey perform different functions, and all in order to help for a system. System go come dey wey dey make use of all these different organs to perform a particular function. To make this very easy for us to understand, make we look at issue such as digestive system. If you think of digestive system now, you go see say for that digestive system, mouth dey, esophagus dey, stomach dey, small intestine dey, large intestine dey, liver dey, pancreas dey, and then anus dey. All these things now na organs dem be, and all these organs dey join together to perform the function of digestion. So we get wetin we dey call digestive system, wey be togetherness of